welcome back to Mr. What Presents. You guys, today, special, super special, and so excited to have Eddie Rifkind in the house. Welcome, Eddie.
Thank you,
I'm so
Ben.
excited
Thank
today.
you,
Absolutely. Very excited today because you have a show tomorrow, and there's no better time for us to have a promotional interaction and interview than when there's something going on, and you have so much going on tomorrow. Tell us right off the bat, what should people worry about Saturday the 24th in San Francisco, and why should they get out of their home?
Oh man, you know, I've seen a lot of amazing performers talk about why it's great that people come out instead of watching Netflix and other really comfortable, addictive, relaxing, private type of stuff. And honestly, the San Francisco creative culture here is like nothing I've ever seen. It is so alive. It's amazing. Once you kind of experience it, you're never going to want to go back.
And tomorrow at Little Boxes Theater,
that's right.
You have so much going on. You're a musician. You're a visual artist. You're a painter.
That's right.
You are a community activist that interacts and collaborates with everybody. So what is the concept? Why is tomorrow special? And how did it come to this point?
All right. Tomorrow, let me just start with the name, Musapalooza. I may or may not have been used before. I'm not sure if I care. A lot of amazing performers are the subjects of my art. And they're kind of my muses, and they are great, great entertainers and artists in their own right. So I'm putting together a little show, which is a kind of a concert, a festival of their work. And it's going to be inside of a stage, which is kind of like built as an art installation, a bunch of translucent and transparent columns of color and light. And they're going to be made out of industrial materials, and that's going to be the stage. There's going to be a huge projection behind it. And while people hang out and experience that, and experience my animated art, we're going to get people seated, and then these amazing performers are going to perform their work. So that's kind of it. And also, for many, many years, I've done all this experimental music of my own. And until now, I haven't really fused it with the visual stuff. So this is really kind of bringing it all together, and I'm kind of amazed it took this long.
And you have a lot of amazing cutting-edge performers there. There's Trixie Carr, there's Lysol, there's Roxanne Red Meat.
That's right.
How do you meet these people? Why did you choose those particular artists? There's Ophelia Curtis Noir.
Definitely.
Everybody that knows anything about San Francisco Underground knows that these are heavy hitters, and they have a lot of shows, and their time is precious. So tell me a little bit more about the process, how you got to this point, and how you got everybody to show up tomorrow.
Oh man, you know, I'm going to start with the last part, which I think has a lot to do with goodwill towards man. We've been really trying to take care of each other, promote each other's work, collaborate whenever possible. I try to help my friends out. I try to video their shows. I try to do little logos, animation. You know, I just try to elevate this community that I'm part of. And I know there was a part of that question I already forgot, but I'll tell you.
Don't worry. We can come back. We can always come back to the question. So no worries. This is our show.
I like that.
It's your time.
I like that. I'll tell you what, though, when I moved here, I had actually stopped drawing for a long time. And San Francisco kind of got me started drawing again about 7 years ago. And I've never looked back. I was a musician, and that kind of satisfied my creative needs. But really, I had walked away from visual art for a long time. So this is a massive reunion. And what I would draw, I would take performance photos. And this is really where the series of people that I'm using on this show comes from. I would take these amazing performance photos and I would turn them into my own paintings. These photo remixes, and you're going to find a ton of them on my homepage, eddierifkind.com. The front page is basically like a little gallery and shopping cart. And a lot of those pieces are there. The first one I did was Rita Dambook, a really badass and beautiful drag performer that I met. I created this piece, and people just kind of flipped over it, and before I knew it, it was a series. And now I'm taking those performers, and I want them to have a gig of their own in the context of my art. And also this is the first time I've tried this, so we're going to see a lot of different things, a lot of different creative pieces kind of fused together in a very short time. And I think this is really going to inform what happens next, but I tell you what, we're going to do a much bigger show this summer.
Right, because this show is advertised as a beta, as a 1.0.
0.1. It is the beta test. I think people in San Francisco will kind of be a little forgiving if they understand that it is a beta test, but they'll also be really excited because we're throwing it into the kettle and seeing what gets cooked. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, no, you should be. It looks amazing, and here we're going to show some of the imagery.
That's right.
Somewhat related to what's going on tomorrow.
That's right. This was a trailer for the art opening of the series back in 2016. And it's funny because the music that I'm using in it is actually part of the experimental music that people will be hearing tomorrow to my projection. And this is like a 26-minute long space piece called The Endless Spiral. And last year, or no, the year before, I actually got a whole bunch of the people in this series to get together at the behest of the genius of Roxanne Redmeat and kind of become like a little performance piece, a living painting.
Right.
They would stand here, this music would play, they would slowly gather, and they would kind of do their own thing. It was very Dada, it was very unusual, and it was delightfully experimental.
And you know what's amazing here, Mr. What Presents? We can even add your effigy to the mix as you describe what's going on.
Oh man!
Like this whole thought process started in 2016.
Yes, it did.
This series of portraits that you're displaying tomorrow started then, and has it been like your sole focus, or is it just another of your many projects going on? Like you play music, that's how we opened the show. You and I collaborated on this Thrill Peddlers piece.
That's right.
I asked you for some music for the Holgramite piece. We needed like some freaky stuff for Thrill Peddlers Shocktoberfest last year, and you delivered. Here you are with amazing graphic art, which looks to me like possibly digital, also enhanced, but probably started with. So go ahead and describe the process here. I can even recognize Trixie Carr's face right there.
That's Trixie. That's from a 2012 performance photo that Garage Gooch took. She had this huge broken parasol that she turned into a headpiece. And I don't know how, but she's a poet. She just makes it all work. Roxanne Redmeat. This is a Thrill Peddlers promotional from, what was it? The Bloody Debutante.
Right here. And Bill Selby, I saw, directed that shoot. Bill Selby was the director of the show that got us to create the Holgramite piece that I asked you for music for. So it's like, it's an endless puzzle, jigsaw of San Francisco Underground with you. And that's why I'm so excited to have you here today and talk about what's going on.
I'm deeply appreciative of this scene and hopefully trying to give back to it. So man, tomorrow, like 12 to 12. Hi. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. people are going to gather in this gorgeous little art space, the Little Boxes Theater.
Beautiful little theater and another San Francisco jam, right?
It really is. It's an amazing place, and the people that run it make and help facilitate incredible high-end art happen all the time. I highly recommend people check out the Little Boxes Theater, and it's also called AK Arts Collective. Oh my God. So, hi. So that is where I'm going to have it at 7 p.m. and
7 p.m. this Saturday in San Francisco on the 24th. And anyone that's confused about dates, just look up Eddie's website, eddierifkind.com. You'll see a lot of samples, a lot of information, and confirmation of what's going on this Saturday in San Francisco. So, how did you get to decide that it was a time to put up a live show? Like, what clicked it?
This has been brewing for a long time. I know that, like, when I look at all the people in my art, mainly what I'm trying to do is show up and support them and all of their prolific performances. Their live performances around here. Whether it's drag, burlesque, live music, performance art, dance, all kinds of crazy stuff. And by crazy, I mean crazy good. And so really, for a long time, I've thought of them as the show and me as the observer and the appreciator. And so I've been wanting to do this. Now, Christina Linsky, one of the people that runs Little Boxes Theater, suggested that I take my animation, my translucent layers, and take it and make it really huge and make it an installation. So she was the one that believed that this was worth all that vinyl, paint, space, and time. And so I couldn't say no.
So she prompted you to step it up a notch. When and how long did it take you to get to the point of being ready?
We've talked about this for about half a year. I started making these a month ago. I mocked them up in Photoshop, and then I did a mock-up in Adobe After Effects where I basically took the Photoshop graphics, tiny little things, and I threw in the projection that I'm going to be using, and I did a little 3D visualization so that you could see what this little temple / installation is going to look like. And yeah, what you see up there,
and right
is
here,
it up there?
yeah.
So those are the finished pieces, kind of collected, not spread out the way they're going to be, but they're going to be floor-to-ceiling columns. It's about 14.5 feet, and they're going to be in a 4x4 grid.
Right, so this is a picture from Little Boxes Theater
That's
getting
right.
ready for your show.
That's
so
right.
we can see the space, an amazing space, a very intimate space, large as a small theater. I've been to a couple events there, not that many, but I certainly noticed that it was one of these San Francisco jams of the old school bohemia that we all love. There's a kitchen there. You can still, you know, just meet people in a weird, not scripted way.
Exactly.
And don't we love that? So here you guys are painting the walls or preparing the walls for projection? What's going on?
Well, right now, this is right after I finished painting those, and this is them helping another group that's taking photos. So we have to very carefully make room for a lot of different projects that use this space all at once. And this is the same experience I had back when with the Box Factory a couple years ago. A lot of things were going on, and like a true cooperative, we had to share the space. We had to figure out how to help each other. And I think that wakes people up. I think so many artists are just kind of hanging out in their own world. The community is what gives us life.
Right. That's right. And I totally picked up on the fact that you're a collaborative artist, which
Without a doubt.
is exactly what we're doing here in a very, you know, in a different way, but in a very related manner.
Absolutely.
And here's another clip I've queued up. A clip that you made in collaboration with Marco Middlesex.
That's
and
right.
Let's play that for a sec, and then let's talk about it a little bit more. I definitely pick up on your music, and that's how you and I met. So here we go. All That Remains.
Bittersweet memories. Bittersweet memories. When you glimpse at the horizon of the end of a love affair, when you're together, yet you feel like there's just nobody else there. When you know that it's time to face the truth, stop this game of pretend. Trust what your mind says. at your heart, make a new start to this end. All that remains are the memories of how our love was before the sadness.
And we're back in the studio here. Mr. Watt presents today a special Eddie Rifkind show, promoting and helping him get the word out about this amazing cross-dimensional, multi-talented, multiple-head show tonight
Yes.
at Little Boxes Theater, one of our favorite venues. So
That's right.
we were just looking at this collaboration here, a music clip that you conceived of from scratch.
Yes, this is a video that, well, it's funny because I also remixed and played guitar on the song, but Marco Middlesex wrote this. He and Leo Frappier produced it and arranged it. And then he got me to do this video. And while it was his concept, he let me really work with the visuals in my way. And what you
Right.
see sneaking in there is still a little bit of that technique that I started to develop, where I'm both filming and animating my own art into these abstract sort of ways that, you know, I like to paint visually and in the dimension of time.
Right. There's many layers involved,
right.
and you master almost. What's your techniques? What's your skill set you use?
Here's
You're a
what I
video
do.
person. You're a painter. You're a musician.
Master of a couple of and jack of many disciplines. But okay, so for the video, yes, I took video footage that I shot. I took graphics that I created. I took hand drawings and hand paintings that I also either filmed directly in the dimension of time, or that I scanned and then animated within After Effects. So Adobe After Effects puts it all together, and it can create both 2- and 3-dimensional layering for some really cool like filtering and incredible effects. And it's really one of the, if you get deep enough, this is how they make all that professional animation. Including, oh, check it, this is a great projection. I'm really proud of this.
Keep going though, because we're
Yeah,
not gonna
no
stay.
problem.
So I just was queuing a few things, so I want
Right
to make
on,
sure that
right
people
on.
know what to do tomorrow. Tomorrow is
Absolutely.
your big show. There will be hopefully a repeat if everything goes well.
That's
Tomorrow
definitely
we have like projections,
Yes.
live art. We have an amazing space, and
That's right.
we have drag performers. Pristine Condition is going to enjoy a brand new release. You're unwrapping
That's
a whole
right.
new video tomorrow, right?
That's right. Right now, the only way to see it is if you sign up for my mailing list, and then the response gives you a private link to the video. It premieres tomorrow to the public, and it's something I'm really proud of. It's an experimental music piece, and I got Pristine Condition, this amazing drag performer, who has worked with, among other people, Faith No More. So rock on, Mr. Pristine. And he did this amazing job, this weird, twisted, intuitive lip-syncing job for my video, which also contains a lot of my art animated in the way that I've shown. This is going to premiere tomorrow. He's going to perform it. She is going to perform it tomorrow, and it's going to be amazing. It's called Death for the Pie, and I will leave you.
This is all at Little Boxes Theater, an amazing resource here in San Francisco, littleboxestheater.com.
That's right.
Who else is all performing that you're excited about to
Oh my
promote tomorrow?
gosh. Okay, the amazing Trixie Carr is going to be the MC, and I know she's going to do a couple of her songs, some of her electronic songs, if I'm not mistaken, and that's going to be fantastic. Roxanne Redmead is who is at this point a Thrill Toddler veteran, veteran of singing as well as drag and burlesque. I know she's going to do something amazing involving singing and dancing. Lysol, Tony Romeo, also known as the Reverend Father of the First Church of the Sacred Silver Sexual, San Francisco's best Bowie worship band, is going to bring his bass. He's going to play a couple of his original songs, which is a direction he's moving into. I think everybody should pay attention to. J.D. Limelight and Ophelia Cordenoir, they have been a performance team for so long. Burlesque, clown. They did something gorgeous, the Jazz Nocturne that I saw recently. They've been doing that for a while, and I believe he's going to play accordion and she's going to sing and perform. And you know, these are some of the best, most inspiring people I have
And
personally
real
ever
quick
gotten.
before we close up the show, I see you wearing a legendary Pink Dots shirt. So what are
Yes.
your influences? What got you to San Francisco in a nutshell?
Oh my God. You know, this is kind of like coming home. I haven't felt this way since I've been in art school.
And you've made enough time, carved enough time in your logistics to make it happen. Because we all know it's getting harder and harder. So
Yes,
are you
it is.
comfortable with what's going on and you have all the time to do it?
I have the time I need. I make the time, but I tell you, you can't get too comfortable. The comfort zone is exactly what we need to escape from.
Well, I'm sure this event this Saturday, the 24th, is pulling a lot of your energy. It looks like very, very multifaceted. I am not sure I can make it at 7. Can I show up late?
You are welcome to show up late.
Are you guys going on till...
Till 9:30, and I want to tell you that there is a show, an amazing show at midnight that I'm sending people to afterward. It's a Red Hot's burlesque production, and I wish I knew the name of it, but it's at the Shelton Theater, and people are going to get a discount if they come to my show.
So at the Little Boxes Theater, the show will end around 9:30,
That's
or
right.
will there be some after?
No, you can. People are welcome to hang out after, but I believe that we're going to move the party elsewhere.
All right. Well, this has been our show, you guys. EddieRifkind.com for all information. Thanks for coming.
My
and we'll see
pleasure,
you later.
man.